All right, y'all, back at it. You see what it is. We got another four-door box for you. So we got today a 1984 Chevy Caprice. You guys can see this thing is super mean, so let's go ahead and get into it. First thing you're gonna notice, it's got this beautiful candy red paint job. It's kind of like that reddish orange, but still, the thing is super mean. You see it's got a cowl hood. We'll move around the car. First thing you'll probably notice, it is sitting on 26s. See Amani Forges. I think they're the same size front. Well, 26s in the front and back. We'll check the tire size. 6-piston wheel woods. Let's go ahead and keep moving down the body. Body looks nice and clean. Don't see any dents or anything like that that need to be pointed out. Make sure. Yeah, and 6s on the back. 275s. These, I can tell these like some 245s or something. No, they 275s too. They look kind of small though. But 275s all the way around. 6-piston wheel woods in the front. And should be 2s, 4s in the back. Paint is pretty solid. There are some places you can see where it's starting to peel up. Mainly along the creases. So we are going to point this out right around here. You see that it's got a sunroof. Yeah, this boy definitely like that reddish orange. Rear quarter looks pretty solid. Don't see any crazy waves or dents. Rear glass, no cracks or anything in it. You guys can see that. Rear bumper looks good. Impact strips intact. Chrome doesn't seem to be peeling. I don't see any rust. All the trim around it is solid on the head, on the tail lights. So pretty solid. Driver side quarter panel looks good. No crazy waves or anything. Wheels look solid too. I don't see any curb rash. We'll check it once we get it on the rack, of course. Again, there are definitely spots where the paint is starting to crack a little bit, and it's mainly around the edges, honestly. You guys can kind of see that interior. That thing is beautiful. Interior is my favorite part. Front fender. And windshield, I don't see any cracks or anything. Well, actually, there's a little rock chip right here. No spider webs or anything that need to be pointed out. Come around to the front of the car. TR grill. Headlights nice and clean, no yellowing. Front bumper looks good. It's missing the impact strip. Wonder if that was done intentionally, but the chrome looks good. Again, I don't see any rust or anything there. We're gonna pop the hood, let you guys see where the majority of this money went on this car. Get the keys so we can check the trunk. Shit, I need to see if I can get my finger up under here. It ain't pop all the way because it got all that weight on it. Nope. I'm gonna pause this for a second because sorry about that. Like I said, kind of hard getting both fingers under. You need 2 hands. And I'm gonna be honest, I think it's because of these aftermarket hinges. I think they're a little bit stiff, so they don't pop the hood all the way. But either way, getting into it, you guys can see this is where, you know, a lot of the money was spent. It's a built 6.0. I couldn't tell you, you know, what cam in it. Once we started, you guys will hear it. But it's a built 6.0. As you see, it's a full sniper EFI system, Dirty Dingo accessory drive. You got the big upgraded alternator to power all the music. 2 batteries for the car and the music. It's actually another battery in the back too, so we're gonna say 3. If anybody, when you got somebody who calls and they're interested, we'll show you. But there's actually a big beauty plate that goes here. Same color as the car. Same color as the car. It's got a Chevrolet symbol, metal, but it goes almost all the way out here. So super clean. But I took it off so you guys can actually see under here, so that you can see obviously the electric fans, the aluminum radiator, and then all of the accessory drive. Because like I said, that thing comes out to about here and covers everything until you get to, you know, the accessory drive. So super clean. Trans cooler. You got vintage air. And like I said, me myself, I know this was put together right. Wiring is clean. You got hydro boost, air motor for the fuel unit and everything. New wiper motor. All the wiring is ran clean. We got 0 gauge for everything, which, you know, some people think that's overkill. Myself, you know, it's the only way I would go. So very, very clean under here, and it's got everything that you need. Let's go ahead, pop the trunk so you guys can see the sounds. Trunk's got a little bit of weight to it. As you see, we got 412s back here. Pretty nice solid box. Big old amp. You see, again, wiring is beautiful. Everything's 0 gauge. Everything's got a 200 amp fuse on it. And then there's the extra battery. So like I said, you guys can just see the wiring was done properly on this vehicle. Checking out the interior. Super clean. You got the nice tan interior, stock. I mean, it's new, but it's meant to look stock. Same stitching that they kind of came with, but beautiful. No rips, no tears. Got the fire extinguisher. New carpet. All the interior is new. Everything on that boy is new. Suede headliner. No swag, no sagging. Check out this driver's. Again, beautiful, beautiful interior. New carpet, mats, seats. You got the little billet seal plates, super solid. Suede on the visors. Like I said, it's a super solid car. Again, you're probably gonna need some type of repaint eventually, just because anytime you do any type of candy color, you know, you got to worry about it fading over time. And then again, this one might not have been prepped right, you never know. But and then they painted it with the seal still on the car, so a little bit odd, but to each his own. Love the red seat belts. Love the vents for the speakers. And then the little center section. It's pretty dope. So you guys can see. Super clean when it comes to the sounds and the interior for sure. Again, no rips, no tears, no stains. Really nothing to point out. Of course, you got your custom console. Super dope. Let's check if it's got the USB. Yep, USB charger. You got the Outlaw shifter. It's pretty dope. There's your Terminator X handheld. Like how they integrated that. Touchscreen radio, vintage air, Dakota digital dash, and of course dash is color matched too, so it looks beautiful. So give me a second, we'll knock out this interior. I'm not gonna do a test drive. Anytime cars got like 6s or 8s, I don't really drive them, because again, we're in a industrial area. I don't be wanting to deal with potholes and all of that. So like I said, I'll get her started up though, so you guys can hear her, see everything, and then we'll get her on the Alright y'all, we'll go ahead and fire up the box so you guys can hear her, see everything in it. As you guys can hear, this thing is loud. Again, it's built, sounds amazing. You guys can see the Terminator there. Go ahead and check the monitor. I'm gonna let that run for a minute. I know it's a little bit hard, but here you go, the gauges. Left turn signal, right turn signal. Horn works. Wipers work, and they got some good speed to them. Tilt steering wheel, that works. Lights are on, they're LEDs, you'll see them later. And then also it changes the gauge to the night, which is orange. Front windows work. The rears, they're gonna check afterwards because they weren't working. Well, actually this one is going down slow. And that one is too, so they do work, but they're gonna check them to see if we can get them sped up. AC is on and blowing, it's blowing hard. Sounds do do work. Not gonna connect my phone right now. Both fans showing on. Air fuel mixture seems close. Battery voltage at 14. Looks pretty solid. Other dope thing, button here to turn on all the little ambient lighting that goes around the interior. I think that's super dope. And then you can see it around that little speaker I was showing you too. Let that back and let's see. Sunroof does work. Make sure it closes. Yep. So sunroof works. I think that's about everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this on the rack. Because again, I'm not gonna drive it because of the wheels. But all the gauges appear to be working. No warning lights. So give me. All right, y'all. We got the box up on the rack again. Front bumper looks solid. I don't see anything that needs to be pointed out there. We're gonna get into all the goodies now. Again, you can see all the lines were ran super clean. AN fittings. You got the vintage air setup. You got a trans cooler. QA1s for your control arms, upper and lowers. I'm not sure if these are QA1 coilovers as well. Don't really matter. QA1, Viking, Ottomans, they all the same either way. So cool there. Looks like the center link and pitman arm and idler arm have been replaced. Big sway bar. You guys can see the back of the wheels again. Wheel woods all the way around. 6 in the front, 4 in the rear. Trying to think anything else needs to be pointed out. We got a 4L60 on the trans. No signs of leak anywhere. Had the car sitting here, so nothing there. Obviously long tube ceramic coated headers. You can always tell because they're not burning off. 3-inch exhaust all the way back. Not sure about this cross member. It looks like a G-force, but I could be wrong, but it is shaped like one. But anyway, new cross member. Obviously new drive shaft for the drivetrain. Floors look solid. I don't see any soft spots, any patchwork. Coming on over to the passenger side, same. Panels look nice and clean. Frame looks nice and straight, so nothing to really focus on there. Big sway bar in the rear. Coilovers in the rear as well. They are QA1s, I can see that. Adjustable trailing arms, obviously for the wheels, top and bottoms. New gas tank. More than likely they ran the fuel pump inside, that's why you don't hear it, and that's why they got the new gas tank. It's a 10-bolt rear end with a Moser cover, and I think that covers everything. Let's get up under here. Rear bumper again solid. I don't see any dents or anything that need to be pointed out. Coming down the passenger side, quarter panel looks solid. Again, wheels don't have any curb rash on them. Nothing that needs to be pointed out there. And as we move down, the chrome cladding at the bottom looks decent. It's got your normal little dings here and there, but that's from, you know, rocks and things kicking up off the road. So that's normal and to be expected. Let's get on over to the passenger side. Man, when I be putting these cars on the rack the backwards way instead of just driving on them, I always get mixed up passenger and driver. Wheels clean. And then again, coming down, you can see the body's nice and straight. Everything's where it's supposed to be. Just a super, super solid build car. All right, y'all. So if you're interested in this box, make sure you give us a call at 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe below.